Hello friends, today we are going to start with unit number 3, that is suspension and braking system, subject automobile engineering, B mechanical. So, let us go through the contents of this video. So, in this video we are going to discuss suspension system, again vehicle axis system, next basic suspension movements. So, what are the movements of suspension? We are going to see in details. Again, suspension system layout and functions of suspension system. So, let us move ahead. Now, a suspension system. Now, let us discuss the suspension system. Now, what is a suspension system? Basically, the automobile frame and bodies are mounted on the front and rear axles. So, this is we have discussed in unit number 1 and 2. So, axles we have, but not directly on the wheels. So, before it is mounted on the wheels, it is been mounted on the springs and shock absorbers. So, on the frame is the body. Again, that frame is rested on the springs and shock absorbers, and then it is connected to the wheels. The assembly parts, which forms the isolation of the parts from the road shocks, may be in the form of bounce, pitch, roll. So, what is this? The parts of vehicle body may undergo such types of shocks. So, the bounces, the forms of bounces, what we can say for an automobile is the pitch, bounce and roll. So, these are the movements of an automobile. So, basically the suspension system consists of spring and damper. The energy of road shock causes the spring to oscillate. These oscillations are restricted to a reasonable level by the damper, which is more commonly called as a shock absorber. Now, see, the oscillations produced by the spring due to the shocks or uneven surface of the roads are being absorbed or are been restricted by a damper, and this is what we commonly call as a shock absorber. Now, let us discuss the vehicle axis system. So, in this diagram you can see the center of gravity of the vehicle. So, CG is the point where the entire weight of the body is supposed to be concentrated. Now, this axis is the x axis, this axis is the y axis, and the axis vertically downward is the z axis. Okay. Now, along the x axis, what happens? The rolling. You can see this rolling happens along the x axis. Along the y axis, it is called as the pitching or it is called as the pitch, and along the z axis, it is called as the yaw. Okay. So, this is the origin of this axis is the center of gravity, and pitch, roll are on the y and x axis respectively, and vertically downward acts the what we say the yaw, means actually it is due to the weight of the vehicle. Now, let us see in details. Now, basics of suspension movement. So, first is bouncing. The vertical movement of the complete body of the vehicle is called as the bouncing. Next, that is number 2 is pitching. The rotating movements of all parts between the spring and rod and the portion of the spring weight itself. So, that movement is called as the pitching movement. Next is the rolling moment. Now, what is rolling? The movement about longitudinal axis. We have already seen the axis produced by the centrifugal force during cornering. So, rolling is occurred due to the what we say the centrifugal force. Now, this is the general layout of the suspension system. Now, you can see this is the sedan car. You can see the suspension system here. Okay. So, this is the steering gear here. This is the MacPherson strut front suspension, which is also called as the independent suspension, lower control arm, stabilizer bar here, the ball joint. Okay, again the strut assembly for the rear wheels, the spindle, the tie rod and the control arms. And this is the cross member which attaches the two rear suspension members. So, you can see this is the general layout of the automobile, that is a car. Now, let us discuss the functions of suspension system. What is the function of the suspension system? First, it prevents the vehicle body and the frame from road shocks. It gives stability to the vehicle. It safeguards the passengers and the goods from the road shocks. Again, it absorbs the road shocks. It gives good road holding while driving, cornering and braking. So, it holds the road pretty well when you are driving, again you are cornering when there is a sharp turn, and in the braking conditions. These are the conditions. Next, it gives cushioning effect and it provides comfort. So, these are the functions of the suspension system. Now, what are the requirements of a suspension system? So, the requirements of a suspension systems are, there should be minimum deflection basically. Okay. It should be having a low initial cost. It should have a minimum weight should be minimum. It should have low maintenance and low operating cost. So, the maintenance is also one of the parameter. It should be as low as possible. And the most important thing, it should have minimum tire wear. So, otherwise what will happen, the tire life will reduce if it impacts on the tire performance. So, these are the references. Dr. Kirpal Singh, Automobile Engineering Volume 1, Automobile Mechanics, the Tata McGraw-Hill, and R.B. Gupta, Automobile Engineering. So, these are very good books. You can refer these books. Thank you friends. Thank you very much.